Greetings, the Hijabi Gamer here with a video about Warhammer 40K. Recently I mentioned a few times, I believe, that I had gotten into Warhammer 40K. Maybe about a month and a half ago. I discovered it by chance on Xbox. I got a free copy of Inquisitor Martyr, I believe it is. I get mixed up. It's either Inquisitor Martyr or Martyr Inquisitor. And it looked really weird, and I wanted to know what was going on while I was playing the game. So I went on YouTube and I looked up the lore, and just there is a lot of it. I mean, 40K is the year 40K, so there's 40,000 years of lore, and the Emperor, how the Emperor rose to power, and the heresy and everything. So some of the channels I've been listening to are Luton09, Arch, and Major Kill. He does the little Timmy voice. So I've mostly been listening to the lore. I haven't personally picked up any miniatures because I've watched videos of people making them. Miniature Maniac or something, I think his name is. But I know my artistic talent is nil. Like, I have difficulty painting walls. For me to paint miniatures, yeah, that's not gonna happen. And these miniatures are expensive, so maybe eventually when things open up more and I find a game store in my area, I can see how other people do it in person. Right now, my skill with painting and my funds are limited. However, like I said, I played Inquisitor Martyr on Xbox. I also picked up, I saw a review by the Russian Badger for Space Marine, and I got that as a digital copy on Xbox 360. Apparently, I don't think it's backwards compatible, and I still have my Xbox 360. Russian Badger also did a review for Space Hulk Deathwing, which I played a little bit of, and it is also really, really good. Yeah, like I said in another video, I am Hideo Kojima's first-person shooter idiot. Yes, this is awesome. And then I haven't started it yet, but I got it off of Amazon. Chaos Bane, because I've been playing. You could probably see it in the back. That's Anthem. I actually was one of the people who pre-ordered it on launch and could not finish the campaign. I am going to finish the campaign. Anyway, so I picked up those two games as well as Space Marine, and then got Horus Heresy Book 1, Horus Rising. Captain Garviel Loken is awesome. And yes, I spoiled it for myself to make sure, as of right now, he's still alive. I know the Horus Heresy book series has not been finished. I hope he either goes out with a heroic bang, or he continues to be fighting for the good of the Emperor in the 41st millennium, because Garviel Loken is awesome. I also picked up the core rulebook. This is the 9th edition. It's the one that comes in the Indomitus box set. But, like I said, my skill with miniatures is terrible. So I just decided I really, really, really wanted the book. So this is the 9th edition book. I also picked up the Necrons, but this is the 8th edition. I couldn't find the 9th edition. I went on Games Workshop's website, and at the time it looked like it was sold out. And yes, I suffer from impatience. I wanted to see this book. And then, because I can't do the miniatures, and someone announced it on the video, I picked up the McFarlane Ultramarine Primaris Assault Intercessor, and the Necron. The Necron is coming in the mail right now. I mean, come on. He's got a chain sword and a bolter. Is there anything cooler than that? Chain sword. Anyway, I was making this video because I wanted to give my take on the whole female Space Marines nonsense. Because you hear a lot of guys talking about it, because, yes, the majority of the people who are into Warhammer are men. And women who don't want to accept that, well, I'm sorry to break it to you. We are like 2 or 3% of the people who are into Warhammer. But I wanted to give a woman's perspective, and I agree with all the guys. And I'm not saying that to, like, kiss butt or anything like that. No, I agree with them because women are the minority. The lore says that Space Marines are men, and there are plenty of other female characters in the game. You don't need to be a Space Marine. The Sister Sororitas, and I am drawing a blank on them, the blanks, who affect the Psychers. They are women. I also remember seeing a video about the different assassins, and they said the majority of the assassins are women. So you have your choice of female characters in Warhammer. I maybe because I've been a minority most of my life and have never expected anyone to pander to me. I mentioned it in another video, the whole idea of, as a Muslim, I can't eat pork, but how can the restaurants be serving pork in America? That's not fair. No, I understand that I am a minority. I cannot enforce my way on the majority. I just don't eat pork. So I don't believe Games Workshop should change Warhammer 40K because a small minority want female Space Marines. I also think that if you have a problem with the gender of the characters in your video games or your shows, that's your problem. When I was a kid, my favorite TV show was The A-Team, and my hero was H.M. Murdoch. I wanted to be H.M. Murdoch. I even, at one point, wrote a letter to the Air Force Academy because I wanted to be a pilot just like H.M. Murdoch. And Murdoch is a guy, and I clearly am not. But that did not stop me. I remember when Ghostbusters 2016 came out, and they're like, women Ghostbusters will inspire young girls to go into science. Well, when I was a kid, there was no female Ghostbusters. And yet, I wanted to be a surgeon. And I was very good in science and very good in math. I was always the top of my class in math, to the point where they didn't know what to do with me. Like, they had a special class for me and like 4 other students because I was so good in math. My father taught me all the tricks in math. So, not having someone who's of the same gender as me has never impeded me. So, I don't have a problem with only male Space Marines. Like I said, I've been playing Space Marines on Xbox 360, and the character is a guy, Captain Titus. I've been playing Space Hulk Deathwing. In fact, personally, my experience has been with Destiny. The majority of the female characters are played by guys, because people like to play both genders. As I said before, the whole point of a video game is, at least for me, to do something you're not. Anyway, I just wanted a woman so that Games Workshop can see that it's not just men who are saying, don't change the lore, we don't want you pandering to us, you don't need to make female Space Marines. So yes, I'm a woman, and I'm here saying, don't change the lore. I have no problem with a entirely male cast of Space Marines, and yes, I will admit it, I like the Ultramarines, and I want to know more about Robute Guilliman coming back. I hope Vulcan comes back. He sounds awesome. Yeah. I need to finish the Horus Heresy series first before I get closer into the 31st millennium. But yeah, so I just wanted to give my take on the whole thing. And like I said, my cat, you may not be able to see her. She's back there with her. She's leaning against a black backpack. She's a girl, and she agrees with me. Female Space Marines aren't necessary to enjoy Warhammer 40K as a woman. This is my take on it. Anyway, I will probably do an unboxing of this, and I have the Necron, and I might give you a review of Anthem. It is very late, but hey, Anthem in 2020. You know, is it worth playing? I'm waiting for Anthem next. Anyway, have a good weekend. Games Workshop. You don't need to make female Space Marines. Have a good one.